Thursday and all the plants have just went live on the shop. I actually did something special this week and I made the listings go live a day earlier. So they actually went live on Wednesday night and I sent a special email out to everybody on my email mailing list, letting them know that they could shop early. And then I officially announced it this morning on Thursday. That is like a special thing I did for the mailing list users. I do that sometimes here and there. Whenever we get like a new big batch of plants come in, I always tell the mailing list a day early. So if you are interested in knowing when plants go live, when they go early, special discounts and promotions, I highly suggest that you sign up for the mailing list because you just never know what I'm going to do that week. And sometimes you actually do get special discount codes just for the mailing list. So it's highly recommended that you sign up. I know a lot of you guys look at my YouTube videos and you guys are asking me where the plants are on the site. Keep in mind, all my videos are filmed way in advance. So yeah, just sign up for the mailing list to stay up to date. So since all the listings went live, I don't really have too much stuff to do, but I wanted to go through all the propagations. James actually changed out all the water in the 2 bins for the props. So I'm going to actually take a look at them and probably pot up some of them. So here we have a Hoya obovata. The roots are pretty decent, so I want to get it potted up. So here's one. And then I actually have a handful of Monstera esqueletos. Their roots are doing much better now, so I'm going to get them potted up so that they can get adjusted to the potting mix. We have this little tiny Florida Beauty. It does have a small root system, but I think it's enough to pot it up. When I pot up the propagations, I don't plan on listing them for like another 2 weeks because I like to get them acclimated to the potting mix. Once I start seeing them grow like those fuzzy roots in the potting mix, that's when I'll list them. Usually once we get them potted up, they really start taking off. So sometimes it's better to do it sooner than later. I think I'm also going to pot up this Jose top cut here as well. This one has some really pretty genetics too. And then I have a handful of variegated Bromarx cuttings. Most of them are 1-leafers and it looks like some of the leaves are going, but I still want to get them potted up so that they can just continue to grow. And then I'll just have these guys growing in the background for a few weeks and then we'll just see what they do. I might end up saving one just for like a mother plant. I do have a mother plant already, but it would be nice to have 2 of these. I know that a lot of people like these. All right, so I think that's pretty much it. I checked in the other bin back there and everything else in there is pretty new from the last shipment, so they're not ready. If I find anything else, I'll show you guys at the end what I decided to pot up. But for right now, I'm just gonna go ahead and get these potted up. So I will talk to you guys in a little bit. Here is what we got going on. We have about, I think we have about 10 plants here, which is pretty good. I did pick out some other plants as well that I didn't show you guys that I just had propping that were ready as well. I was looking through my cabinets because sometimes in my Ikea cabinets I put propagations in there. So this right here is a Syngonium aurea top cut. Potted up, looks good. We have the Hoya obovata. This is a Hoya fungi. Sorry if the plants are dirty. As you guys probably saw, I was running super low on the potting mix, so I was like really like scraping the bottom. So there's like a lot of like dust and like pieces that I need to spray down. So I'm going to spray the plants down after this. This is a philodendron Florida Beauty, the little guy. And then everything else back here is everything that you saw. Philodendron Jose Bueno, philodendron Bromarx variegated, and then the esqueletos. So feeling good about these guys. So I'm going to put them in the growing bin. I have a specific bin in the greenhouse that's just for growing. So I'm going to stick those in there, spray them down, wipe their leaves down, and then let them grow for a few weeks, and we're going to see what they do. And then when they're ready, they'll be on the shop. I just finished making a bunch of potting mix bags and perlite bags. They look like this. You guys have seen me do this probably in every single video, and that's why I didn't bother showing it off in this video because you guys see me do it a million times. This bag holds 12 ounces of potting mix, which can fill about 4 to 5 4-inch plants. I know you guys want these in bigger sizes, and I want you to know that I'm working on it. The issue I'm having is that I'm trying to find a eco-friendly bigger bag of this, which I'm having a hard time finding. These bags that I use are 100% recycled craft paper. You know, I try to be as sustainable as I can. I've been searching with a lot of different vendors trying to find a bigger recycled bag, but I'm having a hard time finding what I'm looking for. Only thing I can really find is like plastic, and I really don't want to have to use a plastic bag. So yeah, that's the issue that I'm running into. I'm trying to expand this to about 2 pounds to 4 pounds. It really just depends on the type of bag, how much it can hold. I would love to be able to offer a bigger bag of this so that you guys don't have to buy like 10 bags at a time. And I know that might be annoying and everything like that, and I get it. So I did find half-gallon, like really strong, like plastic bags that have the zipper on top. So that could be a possibility. I wouldn't fill it to the full half-gallon because like that would be just like kind of a lot to like put in a box, but I have to just decide how many pounds of the product that I want to put in there, and then it will just go from there. The other issue is that the bigger these bags are, the heavier it gets, which means the package is even heavier. The issue that comes into play is that if somebody orders already like 6 plants, 10 to 12 plant pots, potting mix, pond, perlite, that box ends up getting like massive and it ends up getting really, really heavy. So I'm trying to like sort that whole thing out, like how it could be practical. Just give me a little bit of time to like figure it out, and I promise you I will do my best to bring it to you guys. I appreciate all the feedback that you guys give me, and I really value your feedback, and I know that this is something that you guys want, so I am working on it. So I just wanted to let you guys know that it's in my head, I'm thinking about it, I'm trying to work it out, so just give me a little bit of time, and I promise I will try to bring it to you. And since we're sitting here, I wanted to also talk to you guys about plant pots because I wanted your feedback as well. So on my shop, I also sell plant pots, which are these pots here. My style of plant pot is the typical clear pot. I don't really use cover pots. This is kind of like my brand, like the clear pot, and I know a lot of people like it. So these are the type of pots that I want to sell because obviously I use them and it's like kind of my like thing, you know? So I do sell 3 different styles of the pot. This frosted square, this is like our traditional square pot. This is the pot all the plants get potted up into if they're 4 inches and below. They get potted up into the traditional square, and then we do sell these individually as well. The second style I have is this style here, these 3. These are all the same style, they're just different sizes. This is the crystal clear round. So this is a 4-inch pot here. It's clear, it's nice and sturdy, and it has the drainage in the bottom. So this is the 4-inch. We have a 5-inch with the drainage hold as well. And then we have the 6-inch as well. The third style I have is this crystal clear deep pot. This pot is a bit different. It's much taller in size and it's tapered. It has slots on the side for airflow. It has the typical drainage on the bottom, and it's more of a tapered design. And I sell this in a 5.5 because these only come in like half sizes. So I only have the 5.5 for now. So this is the side-by-side comparison of the 5.5 deep and then the 6-inch regular. So with this one, you get a little bit of extra height. This is really good for plants that are really top heavy. I like using these with like my Anthuriums or like my Monsteras. They do really well in this type of pot. And it's really nice because it has that extra like airflow on the side. So yeah, this is the difference. So I definitely want to expand the range of pretty much these pots, these 4, not this one. This one's always going to be just the traditional pot. It's not going to change, but I wanted to expand the sizes of these. So like I said, for these 3, I have 4, 5, and 6. I definitely want to bring in a size 8, and I'm probably also going to bring in a 9 or a 10. I want there to be an option to have a bigger pot because obviously your plants do grow and we're going to need bigger pots at some point. So I definitely want to bring in the range from 8 to 10 as well on these ones. And then for this one is a 5.5. Like I said, these only go by half sizes. This is a regular 5, so it is obviously a little bit bigger in the circumference. I think I would like to continue the 5.5, but then skip and go to like 8.5, because I feel like the 6 and the 7 might be a little too similar to this. But I would like to just go right to like maybe the 8 and just have 5.5 and then 8.5. And the reason why I don't want like a full size range of this, because I just feel like it's unnecessary. The 4.5-inch one is quite similar to this, and same with the 6.5. It's only slightly bigger. So I feel like it's better to just have like 2 sizes or even 3 sizes. So like 5.5 be the starting size, then go to like 8.5 or 7.5, and then maybe like 9.5 or something like that if you want like something bigger. So that's the plan that I have like with the pots, but I just want you guys' feedback, what you guys think. Just let me know if you guys like what I'm suggesting for like this style, the 8, 9, and 10 in the future, and then for this style, like at least like maybe 1 or 2 bigger ones. It's just good to get some feedback before I go and order all this wholesale stuff and then you guys aren't interested. And these pots and stuff, they do take a long time to get to me because I do order these in bulk. It does take about a month or 2 to get to me, so it takes a little while. So yeah, I just want to collect some feedback on the pot sizes. Just let me know what you guys prefer. Even if you want even smaller ones, like maybe like 2-inch, we can do that as well. So yeah, just give me some feedback about the plant pots and the potting mix bags. I just want to apologize because I feel like this vlog is kind of boring and I'm so sorry. I've been really sick this week. You can probably hear it in my voice the whole video. I've been very sick, and I know I could have just simply just not recorded and just skipped the video this week, but I'm just really stubborn. But yeah, I've been really sick, so I apologize if this vlog is not like jam-packed like it normally is. I just haven't had the energy to really do much, but I am feeling a little bit better right now. That's why I wanted to sit down and just talk to you guys for a minute. Hey guys, so it's Sunday and I am going to be packing all of the orders. Here's a glimpse of all the plants that are going to their new homes tomorrow. I'm super excited for you guys to get your new plants, and I can't wait for everyone to unpack their orders and get their new plants. I'm so excited for this plant. I hope that whoever gets it really loves it when they unpack it. So yeah, I have the table all set up here and I'm gonna start packing now. So it is 10 p.m. and I just finished packing all the orders. I think I started around 7:30, so it definitely took me quite a while this time. I'm really tired. All the orders are now packed, and I also weighed all the packages. So tomorrow morning all I have to do is just print the labels out, and James is going to take them over to the post office for me. I just want to say thank you guys so much for all of your support. Thank you for supporting my YouTube and my business. I really appreciate it. So for my shop already, I have like postcard size thank you cards. They're 4x6. This is what my typical thank you card looks like. It's glossy on the front and then it's blank on the back. The reason I keep it blank on the back is because I put like a care card sticker on the back. You guys have seen it before, but these are my traditional thank you cards that I put in every package. So as you can see, I got a ton made. I think I made like 500 or 600 of these. And then I had to actually make business cards because, to be fair, I really never had a business card, but I feel like having a business card would be great for these market events because then I can just lay them out on the table in case somebody doesn't want to buy something right then and there. They can take the card and then go to the website and shop if they want. The reason why I'm buying all this stuff is because I do plan on doing markets this summer, and I've been keeping up with some markets that are happening this summer as well. So all this stuff is going to be used again. So I figured it was a good time to like really invest in this stuff because I am going to use it again. So I hope you can see, but this is the business card. It's literally the exact same thing as the thank you card, but on the back I actually put a QR code that goes right to my shop. I find this so cool because I made this QR code for free on Canva and it's awesome and it works. So yeah, I made a QR code so that they can just use their phone and go right to the store. So these are gonna go like on the table, like scattered around so that they can just pick them up and stuff. So then I also made 3 table signs. So I'm planning to have 2 tables so that I can have enough space for everything that I want to bring, because I'm going to be bringing plants, potting mix, pond, perlite, pots, moss balls, everything. Everything's going to be there. The event's from 10 to 3, so I want to make sure that I have tons of space and stuff. So I made 2 of these little signs to go on the table. They say the exact same thing. I'm hoping that you can see them because the light is like glaring off of it, but it says connect with us. It has our shop with the QR code, which is awesome, and it has some information on here as well. It says make sure that you're signed up with the mailing list, and then it gives like my socials and stuff like that and my website, whatever. And I'm gonna get those little acrylic holders for the table. I'm just gonna stick them in there. I'm gonna have it on one table and then I'm gonna have it on the other table. I got 2 of these, and these are like super cheap to make on Staples. They cost like $1 and something cents. And I just got them glossy on the one side and then just regular on the other because like it doesn't matter. The next item I decided to make was a price list. This is what it looks like. It has some prices for my potting mix, moss balls, and plant pots. The reason I have this is because on the table I'm going to obviously bring these items with me, but I think I'm only going to put out like samples on the table and then have this like behind it so that they can see, versus me having all of the inventory on the table, just because it might take up a lot of space and then I can just fill that extra space with actual plants. I'm going to keep all the inventory stuff probably underneath the table, and then they can just tell me how many they want and everything like that. And of course I did make a banner on Canva as well, and I got it printed at Staples too, and I was so excited to get this, you guys. I can't wait to show you. I hope that I can even show you because it's quite big. So it follows the same theme as the marketing, and then it has my logo over here, and then it has all the info here. So this is quite big. I'll put the actual size on the screen in case you're interested in this size, but I think that this size actually cost me about $60. This is an outdoor banner, so it is weatherproof as well, and this is great because I can use this in the future for any type of market event that I want to do, because I definitely do plan on doing them. And when I'm home, I definitely want to hang this banner in my future plant room. So another thing that I decided to get for the market, and just in general to have for in-person transactions, I don't really like accepting cash, and I don't want to be accepting like Venmo. I recently got this thing here. This is a Square reader from the company Square. This is a credit card scanner. It attaches to your phone and they can swipe their card. So I plan on using this at the market and for future. So this is what it looks like. It's this little tiny device, and that's where you swipe your card, and this is where you stick it in your phone. I have an iPhone, so I got the lightning plug, so it'll just stick at the bottom of the phone. I will go to the app, put the information, like create the invoice as usual, and then they can swipe to pay. So this is going to be really, really useful for the event, because I don't want to have people just scanning for my Venmo and paying me. Like, I don't want to do that. Like, I am a business at the end of the day and I want to be treated like a business. So I figured I would try this little thing out. Maybe in the future I'll actually get the actual like iPad thing or whatever like that, so it's a little easier. This is from the company called Square. I think they're called Square Up, not to be confused with Squarespace. They allow you to create invoices so that your customers can pay in person. So great for like if you're starting a store, market event, anything like that, you're selling stuff in person. They have a bunch of stuff. And pro tip, this little thing right here is actually free. If you are looking for one, get the free one. Then they have like a bigger one and it's like starts at $50, and then they have some other stuff as well. And then it also comes with a sticker to let your customers know the type of payments that your Square reader accepts. So this was a really cute touch. One more thing that I ordered from Amazon, it's actually more focused for YouTubers or creators, Instagram creators, whatever, businesses, whatever. I decided to finally get an external hard drive. So making YouTube videos, it takes up a ton of space on your computer. I wanted to get an external hard drive so that I could keep all of my YouTube videos, all my YouTube projects that I'm working on all in one place. Highly recommend if you are a creator, YouTuber especially, because you guys know YouTube videos take up a lot of space. I wanted to show you guys some updates with some of my bigger Anthuriums. A lot of my Anthuriums right now are in the pollen stage, so I wanted to show you guys some updates on them. This plant right here, this is my Anthurium luxurians. I've had this plant I think about a year now. It's definitely grown a lot. When I first got it, it was like a little 2-leaf plant, but I did get this from Eco Genera, which is shocking. But it's been growing so nice and I really love this plant. It's one of my favorites. So you can kind of see here, it's starting to produce some pollen. So I've just been keeping an eye on it. I need to do some research on how to cross-pollinate plants. I think it's pretty simple, but I just want to have some confirmation. A lot of them are just starting to produce a little bit of pollen, so I've just been collecting it, but I'm going to wait until they're like full of pollen before I start like, you know, messing with them. This plant does have 5 big leaves. The 5th one is back here. It did get damaged, but it's still nice. I'm really hoping that I can cross-pollinate something with this luxurian. I find that luxurian hybrids are really nice and kind of sought out for, so I'm hoping that one of these attempts works so that I can produce a bunch of seeds and seedlings for you guys as well. This plant does look a little bit wonky. It's kind of been growing really tall and like crazy, but this is my Anthurium clarinervium. This one is part of my collection. I do keep it in my detolf cabinet. It has a few leaves. You can see here it has a brand new one, and this one actually has started to produce some pollen, so I did collect some and put it in like a little container. Like I said, I have to do some research, but if you guys have any tips on how to, you know, make hybrid Anthuriums, please let me know because I have no idea. But yeah, this one is also in that phase as well, and like I said, this one does live in my detolf with the luxurians. Now this Anthurium here, this is already a hybrid. This is an Anthurium crossed with the crystallinum forgetii. This plant is also about a year old now. I got this when it was a really tiny plant, but now as you can see, the leaves have definitely sized up quite a bit. So this guy has 2 going on at once, so I'm super excited for this. But this one is a super gorgeous plant. I'm really happy that I decided to get this one. I remember I found it on Facebook and it was like a little baby plant, and now this is what it's looking like. As you can see, the leaves are growing all over the place in different directions, which I hate. This is the newest leaf that is coming in right now. So it comes in this like burnt orange color here. And then we have this little clarinarium here. This one is actually for the shop, but it is in the pollen stage, so I am waiting to list it until this is finished. It has 3 little leaves here. It's in a 6-inch pot. It has a really strong root system, so I'm really excited for this one as well. And once this one is finished, I'm going to list this one on the shop, so you can expect this one to be on the shop in the next few weeks probably. And then I just wanted to give you guys an update on this plant. This one is not in the pollen stage, but I just wanted to show you guys how it's looking now. I think a few videos back, I showed you guys that I moved this plant from my detolf into this greenhouse here. This is an Anthurium Brielle X Zara. This plant grows very bushy and it was just getting crushed in the detolf. It really just outgrew it. So whenever my plants do outgrow my Ikea greenhouse cabinets, I just bring them into here and they sit up on the top shelf or they sit on the floor or something like that. The issue with this guy was that he was getting stuck a lot, and it was because of lack of space. So it definitely has a bunch of holes, and I also had to like cut a bunch of pieces off as well because they were just getting super damaged. It did recently put out this leaf here, and unfortunately it did get stuck again. So unfortunately it does have a hole in it, but that's alright. I'm really excited to see the next leaf, so I'm hoping the next one doesn't get stuck. So yeah, we'll just have to see, but I just wanted to show you guys how this guy is looking, and hopefully he'll make a recovery soon. So that is all I really have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. I'm sorry that it wasn't super jam-packed like it normally is. This week I was sick, and also I had to do a lot of things that weren't really plant related, that's not really worth showing. It's the end of the first quarter of the year, so that means I had to start preparing my quarterly taxes, which is due now this month in April. So I've been doing a lot of prepping with that, getting all of my documents in order, getting my sales tax stuff in order, anything that I need to pay back the state of New Jersey. So all that stuff is really, really boring. A lot of bookkeeping, accounting, things like that. So that's really where my head has been at, because that's obviously a priority. But I'm hoping next week I will have a little bit more energy to do some more stuff for the vlog. But yeah, I was not feeling good this week and I was doing my best. So I'm sorry if it wasn't as exciting as it normally is. But I still hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!